What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Yes, we are in a burning forest. This is the ethereal boss fight against the Sorrow. This is one of the weirdest sections in this game. Excuse me. Sorry if I sound a little off. I've been gone the last couple days. Not really by choice. I have felt like dog shit the last couple days. I don't know if it's just some constantly changing weather, if it's what. I have no idea. But
are you one of the Cobras?
Sad. So sad. A host of sorrows.
So yeah, the last couple times when we've seen that ghost hanging out behind people, it's been the Sorrow. This was, oh my god, the boss's,
The sorrow.
this was her lover,
You, I too am filled with sadness.
who was a very powerful spirit medium.
This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears. But make no mistake, the dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
Okay, that was a cool visual. So just kind of covering what this boss fight is. This is a... How the hell to explain this boss fight? Essentially, we're trying to walk to the end of this river while he sends ghosts after us. It's a very odd fight. Essentially, you're dodging these people that are like the souls of the people you've killed on this mission. So, essentially, I think it's supposed to be harder the more people you kill. Which really, outside of that opening section against the Spetsnaz, I don't think I really killed in this, or at least I've tried to kill as few as possible during this series. Sorry, my voice is a little rough. Like I said, man, I feel terrible. Oh man. If you've been watching the channel over the couple days before I took a small break, you'd know I was going to the theater watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the 25th anniversary. They're doing the extended cuts, which were really cool. They were doing like a preamble by Peter Jackson. He did like a 10-15 minute intro. It was the one for Fellowship was really cool. The one for Two Towers was okay, but sadly I didn't get to see the one for Return of the King because I ended up. And here you go. You have the pain showing up. But yeah, I actually ended up returning my ticket for Return of the King just because I did not feel good before that movie. So sadly, I didn't get to see the third film. I didn't get to see the third film this weekend, but in my opinion, I got to see the two better films because I think Fellowship and Two Towers are better. And also, Come Fight Me, Fellowship is the best movie in the trilogy. They're all really good movies. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not, you know, it's one of those situations where if you were to ask me, I could only watch one of them. I'd want to watch Fellowship, but watching any of them is not a problem. You know, it's one of those kind of situations. But and my love of the franchise actually goes the first one, the second one, and the third one's my least favorite. So, But it just got to the point where it was like, man, I just don't think I could do like 4.5 hours because it was the extended cut. because like I started feeling really bad during Two Towers. Like there was like I had to get up like twice and run to the bathroom. It was not a fun time. See, I'm not sure that the body of the Cobra unit should be coming at us during this section, because I mean, we didn't kill the members of the Cobra unit. I mean, you know, we can knock them unconscious, and then their, you know, their whole little bomb inside of them could take care of that. You know, I really want to talk about Lord of the Rings, so I'm going to talk about Lord of the Rings now. I'm sorry. I really love those movies. If your question is, AJ, why do you think Fellowship is the best movie? Which, also, holy shit, Fellowship came out in 2001. That film looks fucking great. Now, those movies look fantastic. Even 25 years later. Those movies are amazing. I just want to say that. But the people's question is, why do I think Fellowship is the best one? I think it's the best paced. Yeah, it's the shortest, even when including the cuts and everything. And I understand why Two Towers has to be longer and at times has to be a lot more subdued. But holy shit, man, Fellowship is just so well paced. Like, even when the movie slows down, I think they're still doing such important scenes that still grip you and everything. Because again, I mean, you know, from the Shire to Bree to Rivendell, which, yes, I think the Council of Elrond is probably one of my favorite moments in the entire franchise. You know, the forming of the Fellowship and everything, to the Mines of Moria, to pretty much up to the Mines of Moria. I think that movie is just it's go. And like I said, even though it slows down during Rivendell, or the section where Gandalf is talking to Saruman. Granted, Saruman does spin Gandalf around on the floor while Gandalf goes whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, I stand by it. Watch it again and think whoop, 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 while Gandalf is spinning on the floor. It's really funny. But yeah, that movie up until the end of the Mines of Moria, I think that movie it never has wasted scenes. It never, like I said, even when it's slow, it's still so engaging. Notice I said up until the end of the Mines of Moria, because after the Mines of Moria is where I think the movie gets its weakest for about 30 minutes. And that is end of Mines of Moria to the end of, I forget the name of the place, but to the end of the section with Galadriel, I think is the weakest part of that film. Just because the Galadriel section, just, to me, it feels like we're just rehashing shit that we did with Elrond. It's just kind of relaying the stakes of everything that we already know. I understand the need to kind of slow the film down after Moria, because I mean, you know, we've lost Gandalf, that, you know, so everybody feels depressed and sad and everything, so things do need to slow down. We need to see the characters take their time to kind of process this loss. And again, the meeting with Galadriel, I think, could have been so much more interesting, instead of her showing Frodo essentially the fall of the Shire, showing him, which actually, you know, really we didn't see in the movies, even though we saw him in the books, but that's honestly a change I didn't mind. But having her show him the fall of the Shire, having her give the gifts, which really, other than the elven rope and the elven rope, and I think the light of the star that she gives Frodo, the rest of it's useless, because the elven daggers that she gives Merry and Pippin really don't come into play, except when, in the second film, where the orc party that captured Merry and Pippin at the end of the first movie,
Again someday.
they, oh, sorry, I'm talking over the boss having to kill the Sorrow. That was a whole thing in the franchise that led to the boss going rogue. But yeah, Merry and Pippin's daggers given to him by Galadriel are lost early on in the second movie, and are essentially used while Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli are trying to hunt them down after the Rohirrim killed all the orcs. You know, they found the belts. So as they run into Fangorn, you know, it kind of feels like Chekhov's gun. You know, it's like you're showing us all these gifts, but only 2 of them are actually used. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like that section, but it's only like a half hour. And then right after that, boom, right into the balls to the wall finale with Amon Hen. And I mean, the ending of that film is so good. You know, Aragorn sheathing the dagger, you know, let's hunt some orc. In any moment with Gimli yelling, "Ah!" I'm always on board for. I mean, hell, my favorite moment in the second movie is when Gimli's trapped under the warg, and the orc comes over the top of it, going "Ah!" like he's gonna stab him. Gimli looking around, going "Ah!" reaches up and just snaps its neck. So dumb.
The Cobra unit called the Sorrow.
And then fucking Helm's Deep, man. Helm's Deep is so good.
What kind of man was he?
Those movies are really funny. And just Jackson did such a great job of being able to intersperse comedy into those films, but not break the tension and the tone of the movies. It's so well. They're so good. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I know, but I kind of wanted to. Such good movies.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigurd?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
Knew what?
That he's dead. He's been dead for 2 years now.
Died 2 years ago?
At Selino Yarsk. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Selino Yarsk. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. Are you all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. But how did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
Keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
Saving the game?
Yeah, I'm doing the save because this was I spliced two
Snake,
two play
have you heard
sessions.
this came from outer space?
Yeah, you told me already.
So this astronomer sees a meteor, but it's really an alien spaceship, right? And the aliens start replacing the townspeople with clones and forcing them to help repair the ship. The 3D effects were quite realistic.
I've got all the real I can handle here in the jungle.
No, you don't get it. Precisely because it's realistic, with the images jumping out of the screen at you. It makes for a nice escape from reality. I have to admit it made my eyes tired, but it was really intense. Unfortunately, they don't make very many of those movies anymore.
When did it come out?
I was still in college, so probably about 10 years ago.
Guess I'm out of luck then.
You know, they're coming out with household versions of video cassette recorders. One day you'll be able to see old movies anytime you want. It'll be like having a movie theater in your own home.
Really?
It's like if you had a record with movie film etched onto it instead of music. It'll work the same way.
You're kidding.
No, really. And someday they might make movies where you control the characters yourself.
Sounds like magic.
It'll happen. Make sure you stay alive to see it, Snake.
I need to take the moment. I love that when you like do that with the fork, you eat it. You eat it. You don't I feel like you'd take digestive meds for. You would take digestive meds for food poisoning. Yeah, but I love, like, I use that to get that mushroom, and I just eat the mushroom. I don't.
Hey, this
I
works.
just eat the mushroom. I don't, knock it off the ground and pick it up. Oh, if you see me moving around here, yeah, I was, this was, like I said, another play session. And during this play session, I hadn't played the game in like a week and a half. So I was just kind of trying to get the feeling for it again. Remember the controls of what button does what. I also like that I could kill a goat with a fork. Sadly, all the food that I've been saving up this whole game, when you get your equipment back from Eva, it's gone. And I'm very upset about that, because I had a lot of really good food. Like, if I would have known that I would have lost it, I wouldn't have been trying to save it. All my rations, all my rations, all my ramen noodles.
I see you found a vine melon. The vine melon is a kind of melon commonly found in Selino-Yarsk. Like the name says, it's a melon that grows on a vine. The flesh is crisp and delicious. The vine melon is full of
Really,
potassium and
it's
carrots,
considered a
which is good as
melon.
well.
I don't know. I would look at that and say it doesn't look like a melon.
Growing on it.
Wait, if it's a melon, how come it said vegetable when we picked it up? Because vegetables aren't... Yeah, melons aren't vegetables. They're fruits, aren't they? Am I crazy? You know, there were easier ways to do that than ride a motorcycle through a waterfall,
Nice
right?
to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana.
But it's a Kojima game. You know, that just means he has to be extra.
Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
There's a joke about her being wet. I'm gonna let it go, but there's a joke there. Come on, look up.
Want some?
Look up.
No thanks.
There. Yeah.
Don't like snakes?
Not for dinner.
Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB?
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian, that kind of thing.
A regular Mata Hari.
The least you could do is call me Cynthia.
Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you. When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see. How about sushi?
What's wrong with this current dinner? There's
It's
fish
Japanese. I hear it's
and
overrated
snake
by now. Supposedly
and
it's made from raw
and our snake
Raw
and
fish.
snakes.
Just the place for my survival.
Snake. If you catch my drift. Ho 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 ho.
Snake. Thank you, Snake. I'll be your eyes from now on.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Thank you, Snake.
You know, instead of having those strings come in, because I mean they're kind of keeping it in there with Snake Eater.
Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
You know, when those streams pop in, but I mean they should have kept up with its. Oh shit!
It's not
Who's
like I can't
the
see. I've got one good eye and can still fire.
who's
a
the
gun.
vocalist? Is it Cynthia Hall? I think it's Cynthia Hall. Is her name? But you know, she should have immediately just started belting out. You know, the chorus to Snake Eater. God damn, that is such a good song.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
And I really like them using that as a ballad for the
C3, a
you know,
highly
the
potent
kiss.
explosive
That was
from
such a good moment.
It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
I was so close with her name. I thought I got the first name wrong.
Well, what do you
It's
think?
Cynthia Harrell. She fucking crushes with that song. Again, credit to her. I'm not sure if she wrote it or not, because I don't know if it was
The
her who
Shagohod's
wrote it
most
or
unit
you know
uses like
whatever.
fuel.
But to
The
anyone
fuel tanks are in the
involved
main wing of
in the
weapons
creation
lab
of
in the
Snake
hangar
Eater,
housing the Shagohod itself.
fucking
So I should
just
blow up the
A
tanks.
plus.
That's
I
the
mean, you
basic
know,
idea.
because again, clearly the whole joke is it's kind of supposed to be like, kind of like a Bond
There are 4
theme
fuel
song.
tanks.
Because again, there's a lot of Bond references, in my opinion, in kind of this game and Snake's relationship with Eva.
Sweat for you.
but
Besides, the scientists have
it's supposed to be kind of like a Bond theme, and they just nail the tone and everything about it. God, that is such a good song.
Set the C3.
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out.
Okay, I really like her with that hairstyle, as opposed to kind of like her tousled sort of look. I really like her Tatiana hairstyle, you know, just kind of slick back. I think that's really hot.
Remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the second floor of the East Wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I enter the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living. When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this.
Excuse me.
It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you.
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double cross.
Oh yeah, he's the one who's gonna double cross someone.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
I mean, I think she's currently wet. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a really bad joke. Alright, guys. I think that's the last cutscene of note in this video. I know we probably still have another... Yeah, we still have like another 6 minutes left, but I'm really not feeling good. I am gonna go throw up. So, thank you for watching. Social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of this. I'll see you all in the next one. But until then, guys, I'm out.
When you get hurt, your body will... However, Snake, whatever happened...
Are you saying you want to have my baby?
No. I'm saying that in the 21st century, the genes of soldiers like you are going to be in high demand.
Genes?
Uh-huh. Remember when Watson and Crick discovered the double helix structure of DNA back in 1953?
No.
You know, they won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for it the year before last. Of course, you have to feel sorry for Pauling and Franklin. They were researching the exact same thing.
Sorry, I don't follow.
Inside every living creature are little blueprints called genes. Through the union of the sperm and egg cells, these blueprints are transformed and inherited by the next generation. That's why parents and children resemble each other. The concept of genes was first proposed over 100 years ago by Mendel, but he didn't know what they were exactly. For a while, it was thought that chromosomes were composed not of deoxyribonucleic acid, but of proteins called polypeptides. Later, it was shown that deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA, was a biological macromolecule. Then 11 years ago, Watson and Crick discovered that DNA had a double helix structure.
Yeah, this is all fascinating stuff, but what exactly does it have to do with me?
The inherent characteristics of any given individual are determined by his or her genes. By duplicating a set of superior genes, a separate body with the same set of characteristics, a clone, can be created.
But genes don't control a person's fate.
That's true, but having an offspring that's genetically identical to the parent is more efficient, right? You can expect better results that way.
More efficient? You can't mass-produce human beings.
Maybe, but now that we know the true nature of genes, human cloning is that much closer to reality. Nuclear transplanting is already theoretically possible, so one day...
My genes are going to be a valuable commodity.
Exactly.
They'd never let that happen.
Just think, even if your body dies, you survive and go on to bigger and better accomplishments. If you think about it, it's kind of an honor.
Does that kind of technology seriously appeal to you?
Well, I am a doctor. I can't condone it on moral grounds, but I'm fascinated by the possibilities. Especially when I see such an excellent specimen as yourself.
Yeah, well, thanks for the compliment, but it doesn't make me feel any better.
Don't be so glum. It's not like it's going to happen anytime soon. We'll just have to wait and see.
Snake, I see you've recovered your weapons and equipment.
Now I can finally go on the offensive.
Time to pay Volgin back for what he did to you.
Yeah, and then some.
But first, you've got to destroy the Shagohod. The Shagohod is in the hangar in the main wing of the weapons lab. Go back to Groznygrad, make your way into the hangar, and destroy the Shagohod. You can get back into Groznygrad by going to the end of the cave behind the waterfall. Head back to Groznygrad.
That idea Sokolov had of planting C3 on the liquid fuel tanks, not a bad idea. The fuel he was referring to is probably UDMH, unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine. It's highly flammable but difficult to handle. If you can blow it all up at once with C3, it'll take the entire weapons lab with it, no doubt. But that's only if you manage to plant the C3 in the right place on each tank. So don't screw it up.